When you think of the word fighter, the chairman of Wockhardt comes to mind. He built a multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical enterprise, almost lost it all, and now once again Wockhardt is at the pinnacle of success. I have the pleasure of speaking with Dr. Habil Khorakiwala. Thank you so much for joining us. How do you describe your journey so far?
It's very exciting, ups and downs both.
Yeah. To say the least, you've almost lost it all and you've come back, and how?
Yeah, I think it's a long journey. We've been there for 40 years building up this company brick by brick. So when challenges comes, there are two ways to look at it. Either one gets crushed when the challenges are there, or considers that as a possibility and even an opportunity to do that, and that's what we did actually.
Sure. Let's start from your beginnings, not so humble and yet not what they are today. So tell me about how you started. You majored in pharmacy as well.
Yeah, no, I did my pharmacy graduation from here and from the States, postgrad. I honestly didn't know I'll end up in a pharmaceutical company. But the family had a business going at that time which was not doing well. Nobody was interested, and that is how I started at 23 this journey.
In fact, they were all interested in the retail side of the business.
That's right, Akbar Ali's retail, they all were interested. So that's why in a large family like us, the great thing happened to me was...
How many siblings did you have?
No, we are three brothers. Yeah. But my father, and he had a total of 7 of them were partners, right. Brothers and cousins. So it's a very large family if you consider all their siblings and everybody.
Yeah.
So I had that advantage and a freedom that nobody was interested, and that's why slowly we built up the organization. And we put up our first pharmaceutical company, new one, from Worli we were there, into Aurangabad, and that was our first new facility.
Wockhardt has seen a very quick rise, even when you initially started in the first, say, 2 decades. A lot of innovation. How much credit do you take for that?
I think what we have grown over the years is marrying something where we know and where we have expertise, and something which we don't know within the field. Say, for example, to run a manufacturing facility outside the city is a challenge. That's why that's where we went to Aurangabad.
Yeah.
Then later on we built up a bulk drug manufacturing facility at Ankleshwar. Later on we went into biotechnology R&D, which we started as early as late 80s. So that's how we have built it up over the years, business. And in between, I had an opportunity to do a program at Harvard Business School, so that helped me to develop a much more holistic approach of the business in India and worldwide.
So Wockhardt has had quite a few firsts as well as a company. What is it that you feel proud of?
I think the major change which has taken place is really last 20 years. When India liberalized, at least at a personal level, I felt that we have got a freedom kind of stuff. Otherwise, you could only operate in India.
Yeah.
And whatever you can do, we couldn't go out and we couldn't do business. So we thought that there are 2 things we have to do in our industry. One is to globalize and focus on research. And that is what we brought about the change of direction. We went public after that. We raised money, both in India and after 2 years at GDR. So that gave us enough financial strength to grow. Then obviously for the first time we started buying companies, acquiring as a growth. We bought in India Marin, then we bought a company in UK in 90s. So we were the first to actually buy a company outside India.
And that's quite brave of you at that time, and quite forward thinking.
Yes, I think unless you because that's what happens, you know, I can look ahead 5, 10, 15 years into a future very easily. And that is when then we started buying companies in Europe and the US.
That you did in very quick succession.
Yes.
That turned out to be good for you on some level, but that also meant that your company grew a little too quickly. You experienced losses as well. Is that something you adhere to?
No, excepting one failure, which is France. All our acquisition has been great success. We built up a business in UK. We acquired 2 companies. Today it is more than 100 million pound business, and we are the largest Indian company. We are 3rd largest generic company. In US we bought a company in Morton Grove, and that has built up a significant US presence in last 3-4 years.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app, fully optimized for retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.